The new generation AccuStack from Alliance Machine Systems International is designed as a totally automatic, high-speed downstacker for rotary die cutters. It is capable of both bundles and stacks. The key to running fast is being able to shingle the product, that is, to slow it down, and we do this on a fixed geometry incline section. Here we see product delivered into the hopper in shingled format, where it is spanked square and lowered in an elevating section. Notice the high speed of delivery from the die cutter into our trim removal section, and notice the shingled product as we cycle a load with 0 feed interrupt. All stackers require a proper exit plan, and here we see the stack configuration flowing to a pusher device which positions product on a manually inserted pallet. Because we have flat board, and because we have a pre-feeder, we're able to run this salmon tray at very high speed. Notice the single operator is manipulating the product with the pusher device sweeping 2 stacks on 1 pallet. Nobody touches the board. Because we have flat board, we're able to run at 210 kicks per minute. Our pre-feeder allows us to keep a very small amount of material in the hopper so that the drive system of the feed section of the die cutter has minimal work to do. We are not limited, however, to running simple trays in shingle mode. This complex grate box is shingled. Here we see shingled product moving up an inclined section. Notice the speed. In this mode, we are running bundles, 2 bundles across, 15 count, which exit and release, in this case to the operator's side, with excellent count, excellent formation, and transition around a curve down to a semi-automatic load former. Our experience is that when running high speed, we should have a dual exit system so that we're delivering board to both sides of the machine. In stack mode, we are creating stacks which will be grouped in a 2x2 pattern on pallet for shipment. This shingled product is delivered into the hopper and squared into perfect stacks. We created 2 files or rows of product and are separating them and spanking them individually, internally, externally, from the sides, and from the back, so that basically we have 3 points of contact on each blank. AccuStack allows us to separate into 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 across without the need for nicking product together, provided the product is wider than 15 inches or 38 centimeters across. Here we have 2 stacks moving down the line, joining 2 previous stacks in a load zone. A pusher device comes up and sweeps the 2x2 pattern onto a wooden pallet. We want to use the maximum amount of cylinder area. Die design and scrap design are paramount to running fast. Notice the size and shape of the scrap. Notice the scrap is virtually all deflected downward by the cutting die. Proper die design and scrap play a most important part in running fast. At high speed, you cannot beat, sweep, or blow scrap off reliably to be effective. This box sends 23% to the baler through the scrap line. This is a 3 across, 1 around in stack mode. However, the customer only requires 2 stacks on a pallet. Our Tenador 32 solution provides the customer with the ability to place 2 on a pallet, even when the die cutter delivers 3 stacks. As we cycle a load, let's follow the sequence. Catch pins extend, the stripper plate advances, and the 3 stacks that are finished exit below the line that we see here. The elevating section then will return, the stripper plate retracts, and the building load continues to descend down the downstacker. Meanwhile, the 3 stacks have advanced to a point where they move to the left and leave an orphan and advance on back down through the center line into a push zone. The next group of 3 move to a point, and then they advance to the left where they close their gap. And then the right 2 stacks, which are going to be loaded on a pallet, advance to the center line and then down to the build zone, followed by the 2 orphans. And then we're ready for the cycle to begin all over again. No one has touched the box. Here we are running 4 across at high speed in bundle mode. We generally like to have a dual exit solution when we do this. To the left we can see a cleaner, a person removing scrap, and then to the right is the load former operator, which is unseen. When we run in bundle mode, we do this primarily because the customer requires that we strap the bundles, or he requires a chimney pattern, or he requires us to optimize by rotating the loads for optimal trailer loading. Here we see the bundles moving to the left, and some 15 seconds later, we will see 4 bundles moving to the right. This particular line is running at 198 kicks per minute, and that is 39,600 boxes per hour, less any time for plate cleaning. Here we're running a 5x2 configuration, which requires that our trim removal section separate the front 5 from the back 5 as they come out of the die cutter by advancing the speed, and then we slow the speed by shingling them into 5 rows of product. The product is delivered separated into the hopper zone, again with 0 feed interrupt. Here we see 5 perfectly formed bundles exiting. They're all separated. And because of these speeds, we really recommend that you have a dual exit. We're running this product at 100 kicks, but it's actually 1,000 boxes per minute. That's 60,000 an hour, less any time for plate cleanup. AccuStack from Alliance Machine Systems International is a major part of a solution for high-speed die cutting, and when accompanied by our pre-feeder and a Tenador 32 exit system with dual load masters, you will have the best of all solutions for your rotary die cutter.